Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride, where we're channeling the man in the moon. I've been struggling to try to figure out what I should be channeling on right now. There's about 100,000 things that I could be channeling on where I'd really like to know where we are. But today, I just keep getting this image of Pence, and I'm just getting the message that's who I should channel right now. So that's what we're gonna do, right? Let me just draw the man in the moon here for a moment. Okay. Just so everybody knows what I do, how I do this. One thing as I'm drawing spirit down, I am also taking my ego and trying to put it on the shelf in the little room that I created around myself. This is just an FYI for future channelers. Right. Oh boy, let's see. What is Pence spirit? What is Pence up to? Ooh, he really is scheming, isn't he? Yeah, Pence is looking like your just typical tricky guy. His guys are going back and forth. Um, hmm. Yeah, something very odd about Pence. There's just something really off about that guy. And I have to tell you, I am getting some very heavy sexual overtones from this guy. Right now, I'm This in this image, I don't think that he is heterosexual. That's just the message that I'm getting right now. Let's just be really, really frank about this. I just don't see. There's something that he is hiding. Okay, and I wonder if he is having an affair with a younger man. It just maybe it's like only psychological, but something's up with that. He's not he's not the man that he seems at all. Like not even a little bit. He has a mask, and the mask is completely different from who he really is. Wow. And he's the kind of guy who, like, gets up in the morning and he puts on a mask when he gets on the. I mean, he literally puts on a mask in a sense of looks in the mirror, sees how he should look, and then walks out the door that way. He's not that person at all when he wakes up in the morning. He wakes up in the morning with quite a different agenda than he puts on when he gets out of the shower. It's one of these things where it's like a costume that he wears. He's really playing some tricky game. I see him there, and he's like kind of almost, like a rapier. He's like sort of fighting with this sort of mini sword, and it's sort of like he's always doing that. He's always got everything on edge, and I think that it's really surprising that he would choose such a public role because he seems to have so much to hide. That he has no problem compartmentalizing his life. Hmm. So, Spirit, is this like is he going to be exposed? Yes, he is going to be exposed. All right, so here's a stage, and the drapes are being pulled aside, and here who do we see but Pence, and Pence doesn't. It doesn't look like a happy event. He's looking a little like ashamed. That's really strong reactions too. When he has found out about something. Spirit, what's going to be found out about him? Mm, okay. Are we sure about this, Spirit? Like he keeps. I'm going to tell you honestly. He keeps unzipping his pants. So I'm just feeling there's something sexual that's going to be found out about him. Some kind of, whether it's gay or straight or something. Something is going to be found out about him. And it's like going to be like pulled out removal. Like he's taken away immediately out of the field. It is not it's not a quiet it's not a quiet leave. Something dramatic happens which pulls him right out of there. Hmm. And there's something with with Capitol Hill. There's some kind of movement afoot to get rid of him. At some point, there's a shift where he's so reviled that people are taking active, political measures against him. And these have already maybe started now. It's just that they're very subtle. We don't, it's on a very subtle level. Something's going on. There's like a few people. I'm seeing a Senate, and I'm seeing both sides of Congress, and they're kind of filling up with both Republicans and Democrats. But somebody's coming down the aisle, and they're coming down the aisle, and they're giving Pence something, and he's surprised, like, oh, whoa! It's like somebody knows something, and they're going to blackmail him, or they're going to expose him. Hmm. And this man is just going to be so exposed. It's really gonna challenge the meaning of his life. Yeah, Pence will not have a good end. I've seen this before, but Pence will not have a pleasant end. It's I've seen like crying in a corner. I mean, that's how bad it is. Just really like in this image, I actually feel sorry for him. Like I don't feel sorry for him in real life, but as I'm seeing him now in this situation, it's just kind of a scared kid. It's super unfortunate that scared kids have so much power in our society, but that's what's going on for him. And it seems that this has major political implications. Like walls come down because of what this is. It's like shock upon shock upon shock. Something is up with Pence. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of see a woman kiss him and he's not really interested. Yeah, he's much more interested in the men. I gotta say, like, everything about this reading tells me that Pence is closeted and he's gonna get found out. So, Spirit, is this gonna have, like, what can you tell us? What are the political implications of this? Hmm. It just really roils the Republicans because as it roils the Republicans, he's the final decision in a lot of the, for example, judges. He is that final vote. He is the 51st person. And it really roils them because like they got to get rid of him, but at the same time he's their 51st person, and it's just like, oh my God, it's sort of like the Republicans' position with Trump. They just don't know what to do. What else can you tell me about Pence, Spirit? Yeah, self-destructive behavior, behind the scenes. It looks like an addiction. Addiction comes up. I don't know specifically which one, but it looks like addictions and a totally hidden life. Yeah, there's some real like kind of dark life that he leads. It's sort of in the back corners of even neighborhoods where he does certain things that he would never have exposed. And really, he's like reading a note like, "Hey, I'm going to expose you," or maybe it is even blackmail or something like that. He's pretty much realizing that he's in a lot of trouble and sort of thinking about the blackmailer. It would not surprise me if he's already being blackmailed by someone. Mm-hmm. Hmm. And this is one reason, that he always puts women kind of on this pedestal because he can't deal with them directly. So instead, they become these sort of icons of virtue, and or the negative aspect of, he's got a total Madonna whore complex with women. He sees them in these two ways. They're either an idealized version or they are a lower form of human in his projection. Basically, because he can't deal with a woman as a normal person. They are extensions really of his own mind, not people, which is why he's not a really good politician. He doesn't really care about the people that he's serving. They just fit certain molds that are convenient for him, in his own worldview, his own belief. And while it might seem a total contradiction to us that you could live these two different lives, he is very, very good at denying one thing while doing another and then switching teams. Yeah, I mean, when I say addictive behavior, it might be sexual addiction or something like that. It might be like this, he can't control it. So he gets to a certain point and he can't control it and he has to go do something about it. And then he goes way, way, way far and then he comes back and tries to lead a normal life again. But the other interesting thing is that he is really calculating with Trump. He is really calculating Trump's exit so he can take the power. He's just sitting there wondering how he can do it. He's a real turncoat. And why, Spirit? I mean, why is he any interested in his people or just for himself? It's himself. He couldn't care less about us. He's just there to extend his personality further. He does have some vague, generic moral codes that he does kind of believe in on Monday morning, but he doesn't live up to those codes himself, which is why he projects them onto others. Hmm. Yeah, it's small town America Monday through Friday, and then Saturday night, that's when he's doing something that his wife doesn't know about. Hmm. Hmm. So, Spirit, are we gonna find all of this out soon? Yeah, again, I'm seeing the drapes open and Pence being exposed. And in this one, he's actually pulling his pants up just as the drapes are opening. So something he did something, and we're gonna find out. Spirit, are we gonna find out about his political maneuvering? Yes, we are gonna find this out, and it has something to do with newspapers and newspaper writing. It might be that the channel Moon Man and Moon told me before that he was responsible for the op-ed. Is let's ask him again. Yeah, okay, I do see that he is responsible for the op-ed. Now, he may have worked in concert with others. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty certain that he did work in concert with others. Is that what's gonna bring him down? Not exactly. There's some other things, maybe having to do with newspapers. It has to do with the news. It's just information coming out. Again, the most important image I see here is just him watching everybody sitting in the room, and he's watching Trump, and it's just like him calculating, like, oh, how could I get his power? And it will be a stunning fall when it happens. Thanks for watching.